Hey guys, Nicole Cooper here. Today is Monday, April 1st, and one of the things that I wanted to start doing was vlogging, shooting a video, just kind of talking about what I do on a daily basis to build my business. I have my little man here. Carson, say hi. Look at the camera. Say hi. You say hi. Say hi. He's so sweet. He's home not feeling good with me today. So I got a little bit of stuff done, but I want to start sharing my journey because a lot of people ask, what is marketing online? How do you make money online? And so I felt that the vlogs would be very beneficial so you guys could see my journey. And with me having YouTube where you can record right away, I just said it'll be a lot quicker than editing and doing all that stuff. So anyway, my name is Nicole Cooper with MakeMoneyWithNicole.com if you've never seen this before. And today, basically, I'm building my business with Empower Network. And while doing that, I'm also basically just building up content to connect with my audience and discovering more of what my message is and all that stuff. It really does help because content is king on the internet. For those of you that don't know, the more content you produce, the more connections you can make with people who are looking for information, and the better off you'll be. So today I focused on creating content. I've been working on it actually all weekend. He's going to make noise. What you got? You going to take the phone? Put it in there, okay? Look. Here. Go get it. Go get it. Go. Can you get the phone? Okay. And the only way I'm going to get stuff done. But okay, so today my focus was this because one of the things that I do, you know, we make really good money online. And the beautiful thing about making more money is the fact that you can now invest it in hiring help so that you can start leveraging yourself, where you don't have to sit at the computer and do stuff all day long. You say bye-bye. You give kissy? Are you giving mommy kisses away? So what I did all weekend, I started thinking about ways that I wanted to leverage my content and leverage my help. I have pretty much a pretty good team of people to help me. I have a virtual assistant, a project manager. I invest a lot of money in staff. So although I make a lot of money, I invest a lot of it back into my business, just like any major corporation would, any business would. I pay myself a commission, and the rest goes back into the business and all the other stuff that keeps the business afloat. So what I've been wanting to do is actually leverage my team better and have systems in place, which is what my project manager does. And so what we've been working on is ways for me to create content one time and multi-purpose it, okay? So what we came up with is, I don't have my phone in here, but I basically have apps on my phone. And one of them is called iTalk, I-T-A-L-K. I have an iPhone. And then there's other apps on there. I think there's one that comes with it where you can record audio. And I just downloaded BYO Audio, which is the audio tool that I use to store a lot of my audio files and stuff. So what I was doing was actually doing an audio file for my blog post. And then I would basically, with iTalk, you can Dropbox that file to anybody who you want to share it with. So I would Dropbox it and send it to my transcriber, and then my transcriber would take the audio file, transcribe it, and then put it in a blogging format where it's legible. So he would edit it, and then he'd upload it to my blog, and then from there, once he uploads it to my blog, then he would go in and add images and the headers, H2, H3, H1 headers, and I would go in and proof it and add the tags and categories and all that stuff, and we can syndicate it. We can publish it and then syndicate it. But I wanted to leverage that even more. And so what I did was I wanted to find a way to take that audio file and make it more, what is it called, diverse, make it where we can repurpose it multiple ways. So my project manager and I have been brainstorming, and what we came up with was for me to do that same audio file, but then I would get someone who's a writer. And that writer would take my transcript and turn it into content. They would turn it into blog posts, articles, tweets, Facebook posts, and then PowerPoint presentations. And so it's my content because I love to write. I just don't always have time, especially like days on today where he's home with me. So I wanted her to do everything in my voice And I wanted to make sure that it wasn't someone kind of ghostwriting for me with some generic information. I definitely wanted my personality all in and through there, but basically they would just help me to translate it and purpose it into different frames of content. So here's what we came up with. I said all that to say this. Here's what I came up with, and this is what I worked on today. I wish I had my document in front of me, but basically I spent the weekend thinking through my 5 primary topics, which are sales, marketing, entrepreneurship, personal development, and money. Those are basically the 5 things that I talk about: sales, marketing, entrepreneurship, personal development, and money, right? How to make money, mindset stuff when it comes to personal development, sales, how to increase sales, and sales tactics, whether you're a network marketing, home-based business owner, small business owner, whatever. Entrepreneurship, of course, starting your own business, and then marketing, all things internet marketing, affiliate marketing, blogging for profit, whatever. So basically I documented those and then just started thinking through all the different topics. And as I was doing that, I was like, I've been wanting to launch a podcast for forever. So I said, well, why don't I go ahead and instead of just doing an audio file that goes nowhere, why don't I go ahead and turn that audio file into my podcast? Once I do my podcast recording, I can get it to the transcriber. That way it's full, well-rounded content that my writer can go ahead and just take that information and use it, you know, multiple ways. Because I just was concerned. The audio files that I was doing before was very one way. It was one-dimensional. It was like 3 key reasons why you should market online. Okay, well, how can you repurpose that? It's not enough content. It doesn't give the writer enough to work with. Well, my podcast runs anywhere between 40 to 45 minutes, and it's all directed on a specific topic, and I go very in-depth and in detail. And so what I did, I spent the rest of the weekend. I did a lot of work this weekend. It was Easter weekend. I spent the rest of the weekend working on the podcast format, the podcast outline. I started doing a lot of research on podcasting, and I realized it's a great list building tool. So if you want to build your list, there's multiple ways that you can do it, but it's just another additional tool that you can use. Here, baby. And so I went on ahead today and I had an outline together for my podcast, and I came up with a name with it. I'm not going to release it yet because I'm working on some stuff. But basically, I did my first podcast today. The goal is to get 3 of them done, and my transcriber will then transcribe the audios and get them to my writer by Thursday. Today is Monday. So he'll spend the next couple of days getting into the writer. My baby just tearing up stuff. Stop, baby. Here, like this. And so basically, I did the first podcast today, and it was pretty good. So what I did, here's what I did. I used BYO Audio to store my files, and you can actually host your podcast there. That's basically where you can, you need somewhere to host your content. And so I hosted mine. I've been having BYO Audio since I started on the internet, and I had an app I paid 99 cents for them, where I did my audio file. I had the earpiece. On another day, when I don't have the baby, I'll show you guys what I use. But I have this microphone piece that I connect to, a wireless mic that I connect to my phone, and it allows me to, stop, baby. It allows me to go ahead and do my recording. So I went in my closet upstairs in my office where it was quiet and it wasn't a lot of echoing. And I did my first podcast, and it turned out pretty good. It's like 40 minutes long. And then from there, with it on my phone, I can immediately upload it to my BYO Audio site. From there, I can share the file with my transcriber, and then my transcriber will go ahead and he'll transcribe it. And that way we can get it to my writer, and they'll go ahead and get stuff going. Now, this is a lot, right? A lot of people are like, oh, I don't have a budget for that. What do you do if you can't afford that? I'm just sharing this with you guys because a lot of times people want to know what our lives look like behind the scenes. And with me having babies, this is my 1-year-old, and I also have a 5-year-old. You know, my time is pretty limited, so I invest in help. If I did not have a budget, just for you guys, just to let y'all know, my transcriber, I pay him pretty cheap. I pay my transcriber $5 an hour. I have 2. I pay one $4 an hour. This one I pay $5 an hour. They're both out of the Philippines, and the reason why there's a $1 difference an hour is because my second transcriber for $5 an hour, he does editing my blog posting, adding images and all that stuff. And then now he's going to start helping me to upload articles and all that stuff. So he's really, really versatile on a lot of the different things that he does for me. They're both out of the thank you. They're both out of the Philippines, and I found both of them on Odesk. My writer, I think she's somewhere in like Malaysia or Pakistan or something like that. I'm not sure where she's located, but she speaks English very good. She was probably one of the most impressive people that applied for the job. I hired her through Elance, and I pay her. I put packages together and said, how much would you charge me for this? So my package included, I think it was 2 blog posts, 1 article, 6 Facebook posts, 6 tweets. Just basically they're in correspondence, little notes, keynotes that fall in line to drive traffic back to my blog, and then 1 or 2 PowerPoint slides, something like that. And it was like $110 for that package, you know, to do that. So if we did it a couple times a week, it would be, you know, for every bundle of that, it would be $110. And so yeah, so basically that's what I pay my team. But if I didn't have the budget, I would still hire a transcriber for time's sake to go ahead and get your thoughts out, because writing is great, but we tend to edit when we write, which makes us not know how to write, because we're always trying to correct what we're saying before we can get a chance to say it, and it makes us hold out forever to get our blog posts done. I personally have so many blog posts on my blog that I have not clicked publish on because I needed to tweak this to do that, or do this to do that. And for me at this point, speed is everything. In order to be really successful in this industry, you got to move, and you got to move quick. You don't have a lot of time to waste. You don't have a lot of time to think. You don't have a lot of time to research. You need to get it done. I mean, you learn as you go along. And so that's why, you know, I have this whole process going so I can get as much content out as possible. So now that I got what I got done today. My point is saying this. Today, I actually wrote several blog posts this weekend. They're already up on my site. And I'm basically, I just got to go in and add images and the header and stuff and launch it. And I have several videos that I've shot and things, so I just got to click publish because I shot some videos today. So what I did today, I finished a blog post that I'm launching tomorrow morning. I shot 3 videos. I shot my Motivational Monday, which I did here on YouTube to make life easier. And then I shot another Motivational Monday video, as well as some other video. Oh, I talked about what I earned for the month of March. I still feel funny saying it, but I did 40 grand in March. How about that? Hallelujah. So I talked about that. I talked about having that accomplishment, and then I did my podcast. I got my podcast outline going. I did my podcast, and I launched my Motivational Monday. I sent out 3 email broadcasts, plus I prepped the one for tomorrow. I have 2 prepped for tomorrow. Because remember, guys, in internet marketing, one of the most important things is building your list and building a relationship with your list. That's really how you get paid, right? You want to get as many new people on your list as possible, and then you want to market to that list and build and make connections with them. So I did a Facebook post today that was really, really good. You should go to my Facebook page and see it. I was doing some research for my podcast where I was trying to find out, like, what are the stats for the internet, and why should people be on the internet? What are some of the things that people should be researching, or they should know? What should I research so people can know the importance of being online? And while doing that, I realized there was like a statistic out there that the average person watches 153 hours of TV a month. That's a lot of time. So anyway, I heard that, and that's as much as we work, right? Because we on average work 40 hours a week, and that's 160 hours a month for 4 weeks in a month. Sometimes there's 5. So we work on average 160 hours a month, which means we watch just as much TV as we work. 153 hours of TV. So I thought about that, and I thought about all the people who come to me about they're broke, they don't have any money, they're struggling, they're this, they're that, especially with me being an Empower Network. We get a lot of those sob stories. I can't afford this. I don't barely have $25. I can't do this. I can't do that, right? They give me all these stories, but these folks got cable, they got cell phones, they hang out at clubs, they drink liquor, they smoke cigarettes, some of them smoke some other stuff. I mean, it's like People find ways to do what they need to do, and on top of all of that, they're watching 153 hours worth of TV, right? A month. So I put this post up and I said, let's play a little did you know game. Did you know that the average person watches TV for 153 hours per month? I said, so let's look and see how much money is costing you to watch TV. So on there, I said, I want you to think about how much your time is worth. If your time is worth per hour, $15 an hour, if that's how much you get paid, let's see how much 15 times 153 is. And it was like 22.7 something, $2,270 something dollars, right? I said, but if you don't know what you're worth, but you say you want to earn a certain level of income, let's say you want to earn 6 figures a year. So I said, I want you to, don't play with that. You got a pencil? I want you to do the math on how much your time is worth. Go look up and see, let's talk about if you want to make 6 figures, what does 6 figures mean to you? To me, 6 figures is $999,999.99, because I want to be a millionaire, right? I want to make millions a year. Oh, what you do? You poke yourself? No. That's why you can't play with that. Play with this. Here, baby. I'm sorry. So basically, I said, let's calculate. Let's just say you want to make $100,000 a year. How much is that a week? And I think it came up to like $1,700 a week or something like that, or $2,300 a week, something like that. So we started doing the math for $100,000 divided by 52 weeks. And once you came up with the answer with that, you divide that by 40 hours a week, right? And we came up with the number, ended up being you're worth $45 or something like that an hour. So when we did the math times 153 hours of TV, we came up with $7,000 and something a month worth of TV that people are watching if you say you want to earn 6 figures a year. And my point in all that was saying, look, for all y'all making excuses, talking about you praying and waiting for God to show you an answer, you praying for more money, you praying for a breakthrough, you praying for this, you praying for that, or you waiting for something to happen, or you can't afford to invest in things like Empower Network because you don't have the money and you can't afford to watch TV. That was the point of that exercise, is to say, you trying to say bye-bye? Bye-bye. The point of that exercise was to get people to realize, you say you can't do all this stuff, or you wish you had this, or you waiting for something to happen. You sitting around watching $7,000 worth of TV a month. And then you wondering why you're broke. So anyway, that was a pretty fun exercise, and I put that on Facebook today. And what I did is when I put that on Facebook, here goes my ring. I always take my ring off when this is a solitaire ring, and it flips like crazy. But I hate when I do videos and I don't have a ring on, because people do flirt through social media sites. Anyway, so I did that, and once I did that post, I went on ahead and I made that an AWeber message so I can send it out to my list to give my list something to think about. So today was pretty productive. And then as for signups, like with Empower, the goal is to impact 2 lives a day and to get 2 members to join a day. Last month, I probably did about 50 new partners. My goal every month is about 60 new partners to join the business, and we have a whole system in place with our team. We work with them, do strategy sessions, help them put their marketing and money plan in place, get them plugged into our training center. We do like team trainings and all the stuff. We show them how to manage the time. We do so many things with our team. Tomorrow we're going to talk about understanding what income producing activities are and how to put income producing activities in place and how to manage out your schedule, how to turn your time into money. So if you want to be a partner, go to makemoneywithnicole.com. You'll learn that. And we have a whole team of people that work with you. Within our team, all of our team helps each other. Automated income group. So today was really productive. I got my first podcast done. I wanted to get 3 done today, but then it didn't work out that way because little man woke up from his nap. So I just want to blog. I really want to share with you guys what our world is like. I mean, people see us making money. You hear you make $40,000 in 1 month. Wow, what do you do? So that's what I want to do. I want to share with you guys what I do and share with you how we're getting to that point where we're making that level of income. Now, here's the income disclaimer. Everybody ain't going to make that kind of money because you don't know. I don't know what your work ethic is like. I don't know what your willingness is like. I don't know if you're even willing to invest in yourself. I invest a lot of my money back into my business. So yeah, I make 40 grand, but I pay myself 30% of that, which is 12 grand. Is that right? 4 times 3, 12, a little change. And which is good money, yeah. But the rest of that goes to pay my staff, and then, to pay for travel arrangements and things for events that we have, pay for marketing, pay for tools that we use, pay for my CPA, my bookkeeper. I just hired a bookkeeper. Because you got to keep track of that stuff, because you got to pay your taxes. You got to pay taxes, a nice little chunk of change. They want another 10 grand a month, you know what I mean? Out of that 40, they're going to want 10 or whatever they want for their taxes. So it's running a business. My husband's like, man, I see you making all that money. How come we don't see it? Well, when you have a McDonald's franchise and if the store makes 200, 300 grand for the month, they ain't going home with you. You got to pay employees. You got to pay for inventory. You got to pay taxes and insurance and leasing costs for your commercial space. So that's how I run my business. Some people pocket their money and they go blow it, and then they're broke in a year. I don't run my business that way. I got to pay for health insurance and starting to put retirement in place and paying taxes. So I'm serious about what I do. So I don't look at this like a field day to go blow cash. That's not how I run my business. But anyway, I feel like these are going to be pretty helpful. I'm wondering if you think the same thing, because people always want to talk to me. Can I talk to you? Can you just tell me a little bit about what you think I should do? So I'm hoping that y'all watch these and see what we do. And here's another thing. Productivity. Productivity is so important. Productivity, what you do with your time. A lot of people feel like, well, I've been working all day and I ain't made no money. It's what you do with your time. I don't hang out on Facebook throughout the day. I'll go and make my posts and then I'm out. I don't answer emails and none of that in my productivity time because it's distracting. I try not to check email, unless today I'm working with my bookkeeper. I'm trying to get some stuff done by April 15th, which is the deadline for taxes. So I'm constantly checking that to make sure I'm answering her questions for things that she's working on. But guys, at the end of the day, I'm very, very productive with my time. Plus, I've learned that you only have 2 strong hours a day of productivity before you're burnt out. Your brain starts shutting down. Like now it's 3:50 in the afternoon. I'm headed to go get my daughter, and we're going to the park. Like I can't work anymore. I've given a lot out today. I started at 5 o'clock this morning before my son woke up, because my goal was, I knew he was going to be home today. I needed to get stuff done. So I feel like I'm just running my mouth, but maybe this will help somebody. So anyway, productivity. You only got 2 good hours in a day. You have to make the first hours of your day, you might work out, read, pray, meditate, do what you need to do. But right after that, when you clock in for work, you need to be doing the things that are going to make you money. That's creating your content, shooting your videos. Come here, Carson. Whatever you need to do. Come. Otherwise, you won't get anything done. If you're hanging out on Facebook and you call that being productive, that's why you ain't making no money. If you lollygagging around and seeing what everybody else is doing, that's why you ain't making no money. You got to create content. Do things that's going to build your list. Do things that's going to connect you with more people. And stop talking about money all the time. I used to have to talk about money all the time, but it gets old quick. You need to find more value and more depth to what you share with people. And share your journey, like what you're learning. You might want to start shooting these videos where you just pop on the YouTube video and you shoot the video and call it a day. And share with people what you're doing and how you're getting the results and what you've accomplished. And it will make it'll make a world of difference. So I'm looking now, and today wasn't a good day. I wonder why not. From a lead generation standpoint, only 16 new leads today. It's pretty bad. But today was a Monday where I didn't do a lot of stuff pertaining to lead generation. I did a lot more content creation. But let's see how many partners I brought in today before we end this video. As of right now, what's today? The 1st. I'm looking at my numbers. I brought in 3 partners today. That's a good day so far, and it's only 3:30. So I have 3 new partners, which is awesome. That we getting plugged in and set up And then from an earning standpoint, this is just from my Empower Network business. You can look and see how much you've earned so far for the day. So today, so far, is April 1st. 200, 225, 325, 425, 450, 475, $500 today so far. And that's from that from my Empower Network business. So 1, 2, 3, 4. I think it's like 475. I think, if I'm not miscalculating. 1, 2, 3, 475. So it's pretty good for today. And this isn't the end of the day. You know, there's more to come. And it's from this. This is the stuff that I'm doing that's generating that. And I do a lot of stuff. Like I did my motivation on Monday today about beautiful, that you're beautiful, and I shared that story. So it's certain things that I do that make people say I trust her and I want to work with her. And I think that's what makes a difference, guys, being genuine and being real. Like, don't fake the funk like you're making thousands of dollars. Talk about your journey, not in a negative way about, oh my God, I don't have this or I don't have that. Talk about what you've accomplished and what you're learning. So that's it. This is becoming too long of a video. I got to go. That's the vlog for April 1st. And this will be funny if this is an April Fool's, but it's not. So anyway, April Fool's Day to you. And bye. See you tomorrow on the vlog. Hopefully I can do this every day. Let's try to make that happen. All right, guys. MakeMoneyWithNicole.com. And my name is Nicole Cooper. And I'll see y'all tomorrow. Bye.